And we're at it again. Welcome, YouTube fans, and anybody who belongs to the reptile community. This update here is going to be to discuss, I hope, the last upgrade for a little while, unless y'all come up with some more stuff for me to do. This one is pretty simple. We are at 4. This is the 4th video so far. The links for the 3 videos are right here. So if you ever need to watch them to figure out how to maneuver through this thing and edit it, the videos are there. But more importantly, I want to show you this. This is the upgrade that I enjoy a lot. You can see here we have this is what we call the inventory. Right? It's where you keep track of all your snakes. And more importantly, now what I've done is I have made the inventory a main menu. So when you come into your second sheet, which is your inventory, after you update the rest of these tabs, and you get all your tabs set up and get everything in place, you won't have to scroll through that menu anymore. There's tabs down there to pick your specific snake. Here's how it works. Let's say I want to check up on my T positive albino. Okay. On the left side where it's the IDs, the ID numbers are now linked to their pages. So now I click on the T positive ID, and bam, T positive pops up. And in here, it's the same stuff we've had before. The other videos show you. The only addition is up here, I added a back to inventory sheet. So that way, if you want to update your data and now you want to go back to your inventory sheet to update another snake, bam, just click on that, takes you back to the inventory sheet. Now I can go in and I can check up on my, I don't know, let's check up on an ivory. There we go, look at that. And now, this is important, is you still have the tabs for the notes for, and then you have the link back there to go back to your snake. That's for your health notes. In mine, I'll show you why this is important. Let's go back to the inventory sheet. And let's click on, let's go back to that T-Pos albino. Alright, with him, let's go with, click on notes. I've already updated mine, and I've got a couple spelling errors in here, but it'll be alright. I'll fix it. But I annotated that he came and had eye caps, and that it was cold when he arrived. So that way, or he was extremely cold when he arrived, and wasn't packaged quite right. That way I can keep track of him and monitor him. So that's pretty much the biggest update, was adding this back to inventory sheet, and to add the make all the IDs clickable. Now, something I did learn, I don't know exactly what caused the issue. If you're going to edit this, try to edit it with your primary viewer. If you have Microsoft Excel only, then edit it in Microsoft. Obviously, you're going to edit it in Microsoft Excel. If you have the OpenOffice, and you'll only do an OpenOffice. If you got 2, like I have OpenOffice on this computer, and then I have Excel on my work computer, try not to bounce them back and forth. They're supposedly compatible 100%, but I found out today they're not. Something had happened where I made these. Honestly, I'm not sure exactly where it went wrong, because I made all these links on the Microsoft version. I come in here and I tinkered with it. I added stuff to it. Okay, I got it. When you make it in Microsoft and then you open it in this wants to use its own coding to open it. Now, if I were to save this with the OpenOffice and then go back to my office and open it up in Microsoft Excel, and then I try to save it again via Microsoft Excel, the coding gets messed up somehow. I'm not sure how. I don't know the exacts, but I'll tell you what happened. I went into was here yesterday, and my wife sent me some information on the snakes they had eaten and stuff, and changing and whatnot. And then I updated their information in OpenOffice, saved it, and I wanted the newest update to be on my work computer, so I sent it to myself via email. Got into work, I opened it up in Microsoft Office. Then I was adding these links here, and when I went to save it, it says there was an incompatibility in that it was going to change some codes to the closest one. And when the only thing you could do is hit OK or not save. So I hit OK, and then I went back in, and when I clicked on the snake, for example the leopard ghost, it came to the leopard ghost. But then when I clicked on just to test it out, I clicked on the click here to view or add notes to go to the health notes, and the link didn't work. I had to go through and relink them all. So lesson learned is now if I update in Microsoft Excel, it's fully compatible in OpenOffice. But if I make some changes in OpenOffice, some things might not work properly in Excel. So, or the going back and forth, I should say. So just keep aware of that. Try to stick to one software. I'm going to go into the inventory again, and then the inventory, same thing. Okay, on how I linked each of these. The first ID is Bravo Oscar 011201. Right click, and then go to. Sorry, I'm not in Excel. Alright, so I click on that. That's right. Go back. I highlight that box. Go up to Insert. Go down to Hyperlink. And then I can choose from Documents right here. And then click on this little tab right here. And give me drop down. There we go. Right here. And then I click on Sheets. And these are all the sheets I could choose from. Choose the proper sheet, and I'm good to go. So all I did, I took the actual text right here, the Bravo Oscar 011201. That's the snake I'm looking for. So I took that exact same snake over here, Bravo Oscar 011201, and then that's the one I chose for this link, because obviously that's the snake I want to go to. The same snake. Alright, so it's pretty simple when you have your ID set up properly. You just pick the link, or the ID number matches the ID number for the page. That was one of the benefits about naming my pages based on the ID numbers, because then I just have to make sure that the ID numbers match and I have the right choice between the link and the page. Other than that, like I said, I'm contemplating adding a few more things to this later. I don't know. Right now we do have, the only thing we have for actual enclosures is like clean dates and things like that. And down here we have enclosure ID. So the importance of the enclosure ID, for example, when my wife and I talk, I'll say, hey, well, she has her own method where she keeps track of the snakes and it works perfect for her. But I'll ask her like, hey, I need to see the rack. I need to see who's in that tub right there. And then, or here's an example. I was asking for temperatures one day based off of this one rack. It had 6. It was a rack with 6 shelves, and each one had 2, except for the 5th one had 1. So I would go with, from left to right, from top to bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4. So first row is 1 and 2, second 3 and 4, third 5 and 6, fourth 7 and 8, fifth number 9, and the 6th 10 and 11. And when I asked for temps, she'd give me a temp for like, okay, number 3 is blah 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 blah. And then it turns out that, okay, so what she's telling me I assumed was tub number 3, which would be the second row tub on the left. And I marked it down on my little tracker here. And then when I copied and pasted everything back to her, I said, okay, this is correct. She says, no, third shelf down. Oh, so that's why we had to come up with some type of system where when we talk and we communicate, we know exactly. If I say, you know, rack, because we have a bunch of racks now, rack C, tub 3, she'll know I'm talking about the third rack from how we have them labeled, and then, you know, second row, tub on the left. It makes it it takes a while to get to understand the system, but once you have the system in place, everything is so much smoother, because now she could tell me, hey babe, you know, rack 2, tub 5, he didn't eat. And I'll look on my track and be like, yep, I know exactly what she's talking about. So anyway, everything, this cannot work if you don't have your own systems in place. And this is part of the system. This is part of your tracking system. It's gonna be, I'm telling you now, this is not gonna be, that's why the videos, it's not gonna be something that's gonna be simple to where anybody can just do it. You have to watch the videos. Unless you already have Excel or OpenOffice experience, then you should be golden. But if you don't, you really need to watch my videos to show how everything gets edited, because building your database is the most important part of this. Because once you build it, it's easy to maintain. Alright, well, this is David Weimert from BloodyPythons.com. You can also check us out on herperparade.com. And remember, if we can do it, so can you.